Hey guys, and welcome back to Factorio and the electronics have been researched. What I do need though is I need automation 2. And that's why I got electronics, because we need automation 2 to give us our assembly machine 2s. So let's do it. Research. There we go, so now we've got 5 science machines which are powered by just these 3. It's not... The issue with science is you can't do a perfect ratio with science because, as you see, two red science packs here are consumed in 15 ticks, and over here one red science pack is consumed in 15 ticks. So it's because the consumption rate is different, you can't make a decent ratio. In my opinion, this 3 to 10 ratio works pretty well for most things. So you shouldn't really need to mess around with that too much. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to make a couple more inserters and have the rest of this done. You need to be removed, placed here. Okay, and you need to be placed there and placed there. So you might actually notice, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but inserters always placed on the far side of a belt. And that's like a really important thing to remember, that inserters always placed on the far side of a belt, because it can screw you over if you forget about it. But regardless, let's get it going. So automation 2 is almost done already because of just how quick this thing is. And once that is done, what we can do is we can make a blue assembler and place it on this spot, and that will allow us to make the regular inserters automatically. Not a blue inserter, a blue assembly machine, you nincompoop. And that allows us to make regular inserters, which automatically, which means that we've got green science, which is awesome. Circuit network, really cool. Probably won't use it in this playthrough at all. Just because that's exactly how things work. Right, that's green science. We don't actually have green science yet, so let's stay away from that. What have we got left that is only red science? Armor crafting 2, so let's get on with armor crafting 2. Yeah, we'll make an assembly machine. Assembly machine 2s take assembly machine 1s, some gears, some circuits, and some iron plate, so nothing we've not encountered already. We can place that there and say, I want you to make inserters. And there you go. Everything's already set up, it'll make inserters, the inserters will go onto here, these assemblers will make green science, the green science will go onto there. Beautiful. Okay, so all of that is set up now, and we've kind of skipped past this this iron setup here. I do want all of my creations being made above the bus, and there's a reason for that, which you will soon see. So. What's next? Next, I'm probably going to want to make some 1, 2, 3. There we go. Let's just leave that like that. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to want to make automated belts, because, as you know, belts are one of those things that you seem to use an awful lot. Belts or circuits. Circuits would probably make the most sense right now, to be fair. I could get advanced electronics and do circuits and red circuits. Ah, we do need oil for that though. At least I could leave enough space for circuits and red circuits. I am trying to build ahead right now, which is, as I've said before, something that you probably don't want to focus too much on, because you can always change stuff around. Right, I probably need some copper picked up. Okay, so let us go and build some belts, I think. Automate the belts. So we do have green science now. That's probably not needed because advanced circuits are a little ways away. If we're going to do belts, do you think we should do those? Or I kind of like getting tool belts done, but no, let's get advanced electrical distribution. That makes a lot of sense. So that will unlock better electricity for us. Like better electrical poles for us. and that is definitely something that I am all about right now. Okay, so I need to move ourselves to the far side of that. Okay, I'm going to need... Oh! Whoops. I forgot something. There we go, that's why we're not getting any green signs made. At least the red signs is going to get to back up a bit while this is doing it. I forgot to send those over. Derp. Alright, let's nip over here, and what I'm going to need is 3 of those. I'm going to need 10 assembly machines to get... I'm getting some space laid out just now. Okay, so that was 3, 4, 5, 10. And what I'm doing right now, the space that I'm laying out just now is for the automatic production of green circuits. Is that, yeah, that's right. I was like, but no, it's fine. Okay. Right, there we go, and... this needs to be... You know what, why don't I was going to just lay it out, but what's the point? There we go, let's do that. Okay. You there, you there, you there, you there. You need to be iron coming up here. Alright, you need to be copper coming up here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Alright, there's the iron. And the copper that we just don't have enough belt to place. Which is why you want to get the production of belts automated pretty quickly. Okay. Another thing you want automated pretty quickly is the production of inserters, because you use so many of them. Okay, I don't know why we made so many inserters, but apparently we did. Okay, pull this right along. Alright. Yeah, that's about right. I think anyway. Yep, that's right. There we are. So let's get the copper going up here. And that'll now make green circuits, which can come all the way back down. And we're going to have that up there, that down here, and this is going to be green circuits here. There's certain things that you want to put on the belt, there's certain things that you just don't. As soon as you're ready, Mr. Splitter. The reason I'm doing this is because I want the inserters to go both ways along the belt. But, there we go. Put you there, you there. There we are. Hey, electrical energy distribution's done, so I can stop using these shitty poles and start using decent ones. Next, let's get... I don't want advanced electronics. I want oil. Oil processing. Yes. Oil processing's a bit daunting to people when they first see it. Or at least it was a bit daunting to me when I first seen it. So you can be forgiven if you are daunted by it. I feel like this is somehow wrong the way that I've made this, but it's not. It is wrong. Huh. Okay. It's fine though. It's I said it's wrong. It's not wrong. It works. It just isn't placed the way that I normally place it. But yeah, like I says, it works. So that's not 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's not a big deal. Not I need another 2. Alright. Okay, and let's get a underground, a splitter. Okay, that is that's exactly what we need there. And we need to connect all of this up, but I'm not too bothered about connecting this up right now. My god, just shotgun it. You can really see the armor piercing when it comes to the shotgun when you start destroying stuff like that. Right, and then we'll come over here, and this can be red circuits, and red circuits, I forget what they require. It's plastic and something else. Plastic electronic circuits and copper cables. That's right, this one's the copper cable one, and then you've got... So the copper comes up... No, sorry, the copper will come along here. And then the copper cable will run that way. Plastic will run that way. And those will run down that way. Okay, and then plastic. And then that. And then that. Okay, so that's our setup for red circuits now. And now we can start setting up to make belts. And I'm going to skip past this coal and past this coal and make belts along here. That's one thing that you don't need to really worry that much about in Factorio. And in fact, probably the opposite is don't worry about the lack of space. Instead, you should try and force yourself to leave yourself a little bit more space. Because more often than not, I've found that I'll be halfway through completing a build, and then what'll end up happening is I'll realise that I've not given myself enough space and stuff gets a bit cramped, and then you get a bit annoyed. And it's probably times like that that cause the most issues when it comes to people restarting their Factorio campaigns. What do I need right now? I need plastics. Plastic's going to be the next thing that I need. I can't really explain why I'm doing the sciences that I'm doing, except that there is a reason behind it. So the reason I'm making plastic is because I'm going to be making red circuits eventually. I mean, we're a bit ahead on our science right now because of the because I've built a pretty decent science setup, whilst I'm also trying to get all this other stuff done. Right, so what we're going to need here, and I'm going to place it, I'm going to start placing it over here, is I need a lot more iron in my life. So two things I'm going to need, so a lot of green circuits and a lot of iron, so let's grab a load of green circuits, a load of iron. So green circuits are tremendously useful because they're used in most things. Actually, now that I've got some iron and some green circuits being made, I'm going to I'm going to make some blue assemblers and upgrade some of this stuff. Because by upgrading some of this stuff, it'll, well, obviously it'll make stuff faster. So I'll show you the difference. So you've got the grey assembler over here. If you look at the right, it's got a pollution of 3, a drain of 3 kilowatts, energy consumption of 90 kilowatts, crafting speed of 0.5. That's the main thing you want to look at, crafting speed of 0.5. This has got 0.75, so it's 50% faster. Uses more energy, yes. Drains more, yes. Creates less pollution though, but crafts faster. And it can craft stuff up to 4 ingredients, which is major when you're talking about stuff like the inserters, which uses 3, whereas these can only craft 2s. Alright, so let's place all of that down. And I think yeah, it's only these 2 that need to be blue for the ratios to work out. I need more iron gear wheels. Well, let's just sit here and pick up some iron gear wheels then. That one and that one. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go, we should start making science packs a bit quicker, which will increase the speed at which we research. Right, next. Like I said before, I don't think I've said it before, but you always want to be using the best assembly machine that you can. It's just a given, really, because they're just so much better. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to start my start this build here. It's going to be my my belt making build. Once again, if you've seen any of my series, you've probably seen this belt build before because it is it's probably one of my favourites. It's nice, it's compact, it does what it's supposed to do, it does what it says in the tin. So I'm not going to begrudge it that. But I don't know, some people get a bit annoyed when I use the same builds over and over again, but when they work, they work. One disclaimer though is, don't get yourself into that habit. The only reason that I'm doing it on this, and the only reason I do it on quite a lot of my different series, is because I just like stuff to be done quickly. Like some of the monotonous stuff, I like to be done quickly, and I like the other stuff I like to use more logic in. But yes, don't ever get so comfortable that you're just copying and pasting stuff. Like it's definitely not a good idea to have the same build and use that every time you play the game, which obviously sounds a bit hypocritical with the fact that I'm doing it in this one, but it's because I want to give you guys a good foundation to work off of, and a very efficient foundation to work off of, but there's always more efficient ways to do stuff. There's only some things that are super, like, hyper efficient in the way that they're always done, which this build here is pretty bloody efficient. It's been refined a few times, and I find that the way that I'm making it here, is the most efficient way to do it. But once again, more than likely, someone will find an even more efficient way to do it. I just really like this. And it works the ratio right. Additionally, my red circuits also works the ratio right, which is why I do it the way I do it. But. Let's not dwell on all of that nonsense. So, this is going to be for green circuits, this is going to be for red circuits. You don't need to know why at the moment, not really. And then what we're going to do is we have... I'll start up here. So, this here is going to be splitters. This here is going to be yellow belt. Let's chop these down. So the reason I don't like chopping down wood is because I hate having so much fucking wood in my inventory. It really pisses me off. Let's do military too, because those piercing rounds and the grenades as well. Grenades are amazing for clearing out this bullshit. Clearing out trees. Alright, and oops. And there we go. Let's use underground belt. So you'll notice that a lot of things we leave 3 gaps in between. But that's because that's so you can get inserter, belt, inserter. And that's why 3 gaps are left in between most things. Right, so that's that built. Then we do a 3 down here. Military 2 research. Perfect. I don't know what else to get. Let's grab logistics 2, because we're working on that just now. But unfortunately, that's going to have to do us for this episode. So do remember that if you've enjoyed yourself, then drop a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But as always, I've been Steve. You've been awesome. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.